Has anyone ever done ballet before? Oh, okay. So we have one person that has done ballet before. Did you do like extensive ballet, or did you do it when you were younger?
I did it up to about like.
Oh, okay. So you have classes, current classes. Okay. Okay, well, this is going to be a little bit slow for you if you already have classes. I have like 6 hours a week, like 6 to 8 hours a week ballet. So I'm like very hands-on ballet, but today I'm just going to go a little slow. Odessa, you do some too. That's awesome. Okay, cool. Okay, well, let's get it shared. Okay, let's see if I can do this. So we're just going to be going over some really simple stuff today. Today we're going to be learning the positions. At the end of this class, I'm going to discuss with you guys more ways you can get hands-on with ballet, which I emailed Rochelle and Kayla about. But we're just going to basically go over some of the simple positions today and some vocabulary that most of you will not know and stuff. So we're just going to be really hands-on in this class because I feel like hands-on is always really awesome. And it's also really hard to do hands-on when you're doing these web calls. So we're going to try this out. This is like my demo. So we're going to try and do this and see how it goes. But I think it's going to go really well just by, everyone having a counter or something that they can use, having socks or ballet flats on. You can have either of those on. So I just want to make sure that everyone has what they need to succeed in this class today. We are going to be going a little bit simple with the arms today just because most of you guys have not done ballet before. Okay, so this slide is the 5 positions. Okay, so as you can see what I was talking about with the cutoff on the ends, but it just says first position, and then on the end one it says 5th position. But these are the positions and the arms that go with them. Today we're going to kind of focus on the placement of our feet and the turnout and stuff like that. We're not really going to focus on the arms today just because that is a little bit crazy. Like, I know from taking really advanced ballet classes, even I get very messed up when we're doing like brain teaser ballet combinations. So we're going to focus on the feet today and the legs, and we're just going to kind of let the arms droop, or we'll do something like putting them on our hips or something like that. We'll try and figure out a way to do that without you guys having to be like crazy. You got to be crazily oriented today. Like arms and legs at the same time. That could be complicated for those of you guys that haven't been to a ballet class before. But we are going to get started. So if you have your socks on right now, awesome. I'm going to have to slip my ballet flats on really fast, which I can do while I'm talking. But I just wanted to let you guys know that. Make sure you have your chair or your counter ready because you're definitely going to need that. Let me just get my flats on. Okay. We're not going to do anything like crazy right now, so if you haven't stretched or your muscles aren't warm, we're not going to be like crazy and like do anything crazy. So don't worry if you're not warm, because I know I am not. Okay, let me set up where I'm going to teach this really fast. I gotta move the computer. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to try something, and I'm going to see if this works. Okay, so bear with me, people, because like I said, this is my first time doing this. Let's see. Stop share. Starting the video. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Let's see if I can. Okay, can you guys kind of see that clearly? Yeah? Is the carpet messing you guys up, or you're good? You're good? Okay, I'm going to try to show you a 360 image of this. Okay, so we're doing first position, which was on the first slide, and that is where our feet are firmly placed together and the heels are touching. I I have hyperextension, so my legs don't, like, some people's legs can completely touch all the way up, and some people have, like, issues with that. So if your legs do not touch like mine, that's good. If they do, you're good too. Okay, so you're just gonna get into a first position, and the way to get into this position without overturning out is to stand in a parallel position and use your turnout, use the turnout in your hips, and just turn your hips out. So you wanna turn from the sockets of your hips. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys the different positions, and then we'll go over 3 vocabulary words that we're gonna learn in this session. So this is first position. Second position is taking the leg that is on the outside. So if you're standing, my bar is this right here. The outside leg is going to tendu. So you're just gonna point your feet, and you're gonna tendu, and then you're gonna have kind of a moderate gap in between your legs. Just like that, and that is second position. Then you're going to tendu again to fourth position, and I will show you guys this position parallel. Anyone have any questions about this position? I know first and second are pretty simple, but fourth is a little bit. Go ahead, Odessa.
Could you go into more detail about how you place the feet?
On fourth position? Yeah? Okay. So if you're coming from second, which you're going to have kind of a gap in between your feet, you're going to tendu your foot out, and then you're just going to take it to the front and just place it down. So you should have like a small gap in between the two feet.
Oh yeah, now I remember. That's very similar to the dance moves that I have now, actually.
Okay, yeah, so this is fourth position. So once you guys are all in fourth position, we're gonna move to fifth. Fifth is where you tendu front from that fourth position. So the front foot on fourth, you're gonna tendu, and you're gonna bring it into fifth. So this is the parallel of this position. So your heel and the toe are connected. So instead of them being disconnected in fourth, they're connected in fifth. Has everyone got that? Yeah? Okay. So now we're all gonna go back to first. So can anyone tell me what I was doing to get from one position to the other? What word was I using?
Was it tendu?
Tendu, yes. Okay, so now we're going to tendu back to first. So from fifth, we're going to take our foot and tendu out to the side and bring it back to first. Okay, now we're going to talk about pliés. Is everyone good on the positions? First, second, fourth, and fifth are the ones that we're going to be dealing with today. Okay, so everyone get into first position. We are going to do something called a plié. So you can either place your hand on your hip, or you can place it on your shoulder. It's kind of going to look like a chicken wing, but we do that with the younger students at my studio. So you can either put your hand on your hip or on your shoulder. It doesn't matter which one you do, and then the other hand will be holding your bar. Okay, so make sure you have one hand on the bar and one hand on your hip or on your shoulder. Okay, so when we plie, we push the knees over our ankles. So make sure that your knees and your toes are aligned. And so then we're going to come up and plie. So plie is the bend of the knees. So there we go. I see everyone's kind of like, this is a little awkward, but I do this like every single day, so. Okay, so we're going to do 5 pliés in first. So 1, up, squeeze. 2, up, squeeze. 3, up, squeeze. 4, up, squeeze. 5, up, squeeze. Now we're going to tendu second. And we're going to do 5 in second. 1. And now with second, I want to point something out. Let me move my bar over a little bit so that I can properly show you guys how to do a second position plie. Okay, so there are 2 different things you can do. You can do a regular plie, which is called a demi plie, and then there's also something called a grand plie, which you're just going to drop down your entire body. So back to first, you can plie, and then you can grand plie. In first, when you grand plie, the heels come off the ground. In second, the heels are glued to the ground. Okay, so now we're going to do 5 in second. No grand plie. I just wanted to throw you guys for a loop. I'm just kidding. But, okay, let me see. I have done these moves before by Odessa. Yes. Okay, let's do 5 in second. Ready? Hands on the hip or on your shoulder. That's going to keep your posture really put together. This also is going to work on your torso and keeping it open, because in ballet, your torso being open is one of the biggest rules. So let's do 5 in second. 1, 2, 3. Tuck the butt in, Kayla. 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to show you guys something really fast, because this is going to be awkward, but I want you guys to see this, because it's really important to not do this. I don't know if I can put it down like one more level. Let's see. There we go. You guys can see it better. Okay, so I'm in first position, by the way, and I'm just facing my bar. I've been facing outwards, but to show you this, I'm going to face this way. Okay, so when I plie, usually we use our arms, but I'm just going to put mine on my hip for right now. When I'm seeing you guys plie, I'm seeing the arch of the back, and no one wants to see your booty. It needs to be tucked in. So from here, you're going to press your pelvis forward. Okay? Now I see that we're going to end this in 10 minutes, so we're probably going to have to restart the Zoom room. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay. So once this ends, guys, just everyone hop back on here. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of this, and everyone needs to pull in. Okay? Okay. Okay, so I think we have 8 more minutes on this thing. Yeah, 9 more minutes. Okay, so let's practice. Everyone, I want you to turn towards your bar, and I want to see the side view of you. From like the mid-thigh up. I want to see that. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I want to see one plie in first. Okay, see, Kayla's got it. Okay. Rochelle, can you do it for me really fast? See? Okay, so that's much better, because we don't want to see the booty. We want to see it tucked in and compact. So we're holding our core as we plie. Okay, so I think everyone's got the booty rule. No one wants to see that. Everyone wants to see the perfect aligned shoulders, back, and torso, and that's another huge thing in ballet. Okay, so we're gonna do plies in 4th and 5th as well. And then we're going to go into some grand plies. Okay, thank you so much, Kayla, for joining us. And tell your brother happy birthday. Okay. Okie dokie. Evan, out.
I had to get, I'm looking for my binder.
I don't think it's in here, buddy. I think that I saw it upstairs, though, at your desk. Okay, so we're going to go back to the ankle view so that you guys can see this as we go through 4th and 5th. Oh, okay. I was getting a message. Okay, so I'm going to tendu to fourth. And if you guys don't remember what that looks like, so if I'm in second, which is a little bit space between the legs, I'm going to tendu and bring the leg here. Okay? Okay, is everyone ready? Okay, so we're going to plie, which is the demi, not a grand. Plie. Now, what I'm also seeing, just by seeing you guys in the camera, is a lot of hopping. Hopping. It's a slow progression of squeezing the thighs together. So when we plie, we squeeze. We don't hop. It's a plie and then a squeeze of the thighs and the calf muscles. So we're going to do 5 of these. 1, plie, 2, plie, 4, plie, 5. We're going to tendu to 5th, which is where the heel and the toe connect. Okay, so we're going to do 5 in 5th. 1, squeeze, 2, squeeze, 3, squeeze, 4, squeeze, 5, squeeze. Okay, so those were our 5th positions. Now we're just going to do a grand plie in each of those positions. So we're going to start in first. And remember how we get to our position? We put our legs together and we turn them out by ourselves. You don't want to be going like that, because then what you're going to get is your ankles are going to roll. So this is overly turned out for me. My ankles are starting to roll because I don't have that much natural turnout. So a way to figure that out without your ankles rolling is just to open up to your natural position. So make sure you do that, because you don't want to be rolling out on those ankles. Okay, so now we're going to do a grand plie. And that is just bringing the heels all the way up to our pelvis and pushing them back into the ground. Tendu second. In second, the heels stay on the ground. So we just plie as far as we can, and then we scoop up. Tendu fourth. Give it a little bit more. Tendu fourth, and then we grand plie. Feet come off the ground. And then tendu fifth, and plie off the ground. This chair is making it very hard for me to grand plie. So as you can see, this knee is kind of up. You really want to bring the pelvis forward. And you want to keep your feet, when they are kind of on this releve position, you want to make sure that your weight is pushing towards your big toe and it's not sickling outwards like that. You really want to keep the weight on the big toe. So if my heel is like that, that is not a good position. You really want to keep the weight over that big toe, because you can get injuries right here if you don't. And then you're just going to press. Okay, I think we're about done with time. Okay, we've got 4 more minutes and then we'll restart on this room again. Now we're just going to go quickly over what a releve is. So we're first going to releve in just parallel. Parallel is not a ballet position, but I just want you guys to get a little taste of what a releve actually is. So I'm going to do it first from the front and then show you guys from the side. Okay, so releve is, you can either plie and then roll up, or you can just releve. That is what a releve looks like. And then from the other side, I'm just doing these parallel, but usually we do these turned out in ballet. That's what a releve is. So when we plie, and then we releve. Okay, now from second, oh, do you want me to do a releve from the side? Does anyone need that? Yeah, okay. So we just plie, and then it's a roll through. So it's not a hop. It's not that. That can damage your Achilles tendon right here. If you do ballet, then that is not a good thing to do. But if you don't, that's most likely your automatic reflex is to hop. That is not how you do a releve. A releve is a roll through. It's a roll through. So your feet never leave the ground, not even the tiniest bit. Okay, so one releve in first, tendu second, one releve in second, tendu fourth, one releve in fourth, tendu fifth, one releve in fifth, tendu back to first. Okay, so first, second, fourth, fifth, and then back to first again. So we went over demi-plie, grand plies, we went over releves, and we went over tendus. We kind of practiced tendus. Okay, now since you guys are just such a smart group of people, we are going to go ahead and talk about just jumps in general. Like, they're very small jumps. So you guys are like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? What? But they're actually pretty simple. They're called échappés. So when you jump, the feet point in the air. Does everyone see that? Yeah, it's like a frog almost. Yeah, exactly. Let me see. Do I have anything else in my chat box? Okay, we're gonna move this back a little bit because with the jumps, we're gonna need more space. Okay, so move your chair out of the way because this is a hands-free ballet move. I hate calling it a move. I need to like think of a fancier word to call some of the stuff that we do. Okay, so we're going to start in first position, and you are going to keep your arms here. The arms will be like right below. You don't need to get on the floor. I'm just doing that for purposes of showing you guys where the arms need to be. Arms need to be right here. Give me 1 minute. Okay, arms need to be right here. So just keep your arms right about your belly button area, and it's like you're holding a beach ball, okay? So if you're holding a beach ball, it should be like right above your belly button. So you should have like that shape. Okay, so we're just gonna plie, and then we're gonna point our feet in the air and land in second. And then you can tendu back to first, plie, jump, tendu, first, plie, jump, tendu, first. And then you can also do something called a changement, which is where you're in fifth position, which I showed you guys earlier. So do fifth, and then you're gonna plie and switch feet. Plie, switch feet. And that is a cease, which is just where you do it double, but we're not gonna deal with that today. Change feet. See. Change feet. Okay, do I have any questions? Let me see. I want to make sure that I get all the questions. Okay, a tendu is a transition. Basically, it's a transition piece in ballet. So if we'll do turns in the future, but basically from first position, it wouldn't make sense if we just did that, or we did that, or that, because obviously it doesn't look pretty. Ballets were originally just you know, fun get-togethers for popular people in Europe to go to together. So they obviously don't want to see these girls up on stage that they came to see doing stomping. So a tendu is a transitional, it's a very, very, very important transition position in ballet. So when we tendu, it's obviously pretty, and one of the biggest things in ballet is to see the arch right here. So by seeing the arch in point shoes, which I don't know, Emily, if you have point shoes or not. Yeah, you do. Okay. So seeing the arch in point shoes is really, really important because point shoes were originally something that it was like flying. So girls being up on stage on their toes for so long was thought out as something sort of like, oh, wow, they're superhumans, you know, they're fairies, and that's why people went to see them at these concerts. So that's basically why we do tendus, and we keep the positions when we go on point and things like that because they want to see the arch. Everyone wants to see that. Let's see. I think I got a couple chats. Yeah, you do the tendus all the time. Yeah, it's crazy. I do about like 90 in one day. It's crazy. Okay. Oh no, it's fine, Odessa. She's so cute. Don't worry, I have 2 younger siblings that are like 2 and 1 is 3 months, so we've got a lot of that going on over here. I'm just grateful that we have this time right now.
I have a baby sister too, so I've got a lot of siblings actually.
Yeah, Rochelle, I have 4 younger siblings, so we're pretty close.
Yeah, I actually have, let's see, 5. So, 5 younger siblings.
Oh, cool, Emily. I love that hair. I was like, yes, we have a redhead. My brother has red hair. So, fiery. Okay. So, before we end the call, I think we went through tendus, pliés, relevés. We did échappés once or twice. I'm going to stop crouching down like whatever I'm doing over here because I can always obviously go sit in a chair. But I am actually the founder of Indigo Kids, which is another club, sort of like the Spark Club. And I think we actually started about the same time, actually, and it was so funny because I found the Spark Club maybe like a month or 2 after we started ours, and like I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? So I immediately became a member, and at the time I was redoing my website, and I just redid my website again. But I'm gonna leave it in the chat box, and I actually have a full class, which is the ballet bar. And Emily, I'm actually going to be starting a beginning point class on the website. So if you're interested in that, I'll email you if you leave your email anywhere, or if you sign up for one of the other classes. But I'm going to be doing that. But we actually have this class, ballet bar, on our website. So it's like a full class, and it starts next week. But let me leave the link in the comments or in the chat box. I want to say comments so bad. Okay. Okay. Let's see. You might have to copy and paste it because I didn't put www. So. We have book club, and we have study sessions for math and stuff, but under the classes tab, which is under our service tab, we have the ballet bar class, which is on Thursdays at 3 o'clock Central, so depending on where you are. But yeah, so just make sure that in that sign up form, go ahead and just just put, there's a recommended teacher, and just go ahead and put Zoe, because if any of you guys sign up, I'm going to go ahead and just send we have a teacher rewards program, so whoever signs up, I'm just going to send the reward to Rochelle and Kayla, since this is their club. So anyone that signs up from here, you'll get the, you know, teacher rewards. But just, again, there's a sign-up form. You can click sign up. Make sure that you put Zoe as the recommended teacher, and then I will go ahead and pass on those rewards to Rochelle and Kayla. We can do that however you want to, split it up or anything, Rochelle. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for coming to the class today. I hope that you all enjoyed. I am hoping to do a couple more of these classes maybe on the Spark Club, just like every couple of months, if any of you guys thought this was fun. I know it was a little bit high, you know, it was like, oh, okay, now we're moving here, but that's just how it is when you want to talk to people from other states and things. I had a question. Emily, are you Central Time? No. You're Mountain Time. Okay. So what time is it Mountain Time right now? 5?
It's
almost 4.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. So you're at like 3:45, right?
It's 3:45 right now.
Okay. 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 So are you homeschooled, Emily? No. Okay. Okay. So you're homeschooled. I know it is. I know you're homeschooled. I was like, I've never seen you on a call before, but then again, I haven't been to a ton of these calls. But anyways, thank you guys so much. Rochelle and Kayla, you can pass it on to Kayla that I thank you guys so much for letting me teach this class today. I think next Friday, no, the Friday after, right?
Yeah, so like in a week and a half.
Yeah, I'm going to be teaching the life science class, which is also on our website, just as like a full class. But I actually want to do more life science classes on the Spark Club, because I feel like those are they're fun to do. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fun in life science, but there's a lot of fun in this class too. So thank you guys for coming to the call, and I hope that you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys sometime soon, hopefully. So thank you, Rochelle. Bye.